What's up guys, it's Cat Transproduction 72 back again. It's Friday, which means another episode of Figure Friday. This week is episode 94. We're getting forever closer to 100 episodes. But anyway, so this week we have a minifigure that used to be cool, or at least this character used to be cool my before until they ruined it. I'll get into that. This is the Jawa, the 2014 redesign, and this was actually the first time I'd seen a Jawa in Lego Star Wars in 9 years when this figure came out. The original one was only ever in one set, the Sandcrawler, and that was all the way back in 2005. So this minifigure came out it took them 9 years to redo it. Yeah, so where could you find this minifigure? This minifigure could be found in a few sets. The 2014 UCS Ultimate Collector's Sandcrawler, and it stayed there for a couple of years. It was also the 2016 Droid Escape Pod, the 2018 Sandcrawler, which was just a kind of, playset version, and it was also available in the 2018 Tatooine Battle Pack, which, in my opinion, was a bad idea for a set. So, I said this is a character, or at least the Lego ruined it. Here's how. I'm going to draw my comparison with the Senate Commando. So if you know what I'm talking about, it's like the minifigures that look like blue clone troopers, right? Yeah, no they're not, I'm just saying that for people who need a comparison. But what I mean by that is, and how they done that was, the Senate Commandos 2009 and 2010, when those minifigures came out. They were the first ones to come out, and then over the next few years, they're kind of rare, hard to get minifigures, and then a little bit of value to them. 2015, they make them into a battle pack, and they just will lose their rarity and they lose their coolness. That's what happened here. These minifigures, see, I didn't mind them being in a Droid Escape Pod or Sandcrawlers because they work there, right? A battle pack there's nothing wrong with, but it kind of devalues the coolness factor and, well, the actual, value of the minifigure itself, and it's, yeah, not great. Though this is still a cool minifigure. There was two variants. This one was 2014, and then 2016 they introduced a new variant which had some slightly different torso printing, and that's classed as the 2016 version. But here I have the 2014 one, which I can't believe this minifigure is 7 years old. That's crazy. But yeah, let's get into this nonetheless. So this minifigure is basic, right? It's probably the best they can do for Jawas. I don't feel like there's any improvement. So starting, we have the blaster, right? Fairly basic blaster, nothing too special on the blaster, looks alright, does the job quite, very well. And, it all works out well there. The torso has pouches and belts, things for tools, droid parts, or, anything like that the Jawas may find or may need. And it looks alright. It's got those small legs, not the mid-side legs we got 2 years ago, it's just the regular small ones. Those can also be found on Ewoks, Ugnaughts, all those kind of things, those kind of minifigures. So nothing special about those. Coming to the side, also there's no side printing or anything like that. Back again, the pouches and stuff those are there, which is cool. But even the best part about them is they have a worn look. They look used. At least they don't look brand new, which is probably one of the coolest parts about it. Turning around here again, nothing on the side, kind of just standard. As for the head, if you lift up the hood on the Jawa, it's a standard black head that they used to put for, stormtroopers and stuff, and those kind of minifigures. And, now what they've done with this one is they've just printed, two yellow eyes on the head, put the hood on, looks perfect. So, there's not really much to say about this minifigure. I mean, I give it 10 out of 10, it's a Jawa. Oh, sorry, no, 9 out of 10. See, now I've watched A New Hope and I've looked at pictures of Jawas and it's kind of accurate, kind of not. But if you look at the 2005 version, which they only released in one set, the 2005 10144 Sandcrawler, the Jawas had capes. Since then, we have never had a Jawa with a cape. Now, also you could just put the cape on yourself, but it's always puzzled me that they gave those original Jawas capes, but, they've never given any of the other Jawas any capes, which, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I just wonder why. I mean, probably for me, it would make the minifigure better now that I think about it. That's why it gets a 9 out of 10 and not a solid 10. But you know what? It is an okay minifigure. Personally, I have about 6 Jawas. I mean, they work well in a Tatooine walk, and it's nice to have a few to fill out the Sandcrawler. I know, now this is might contradict my earlier point. I know I said I don't like the fact that they were in a battle pack and they're very widely available. I did buy that battle pack. But I can see why. The Sandcrawler that came out the same year as the battle pack, 2018, a couple of years ago, well, 3 years ago now, only had 2 Jawas, so I can see, because that set was so cheap, the soldier set with those many figures kind of add to it. But at the same time, it kind of ruined the coolness of these minifigures by making them so easy to get. It's like taking, like for me, it's the same as thing with the the Senate Commandos, when you put those in a battle pack. But anyway, so this has been this week's episode. Some people were probably expecting another collaboration, which happened last week. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do another one of those. See, I'm out of school. I've actually graduated and left. So my friend Terror Killer T1, who was in the collaboration, he hasn't. And so what's happened there is he's still in school, and it's actually a lot earlier in the day. We're going to meet up later and watch Bad Batch. But yeah, I mean, he will probably come into other videos, but I still wanted to do this one nonetheless. So you guys are probably wondering, what is the next video? Well, my next video is I'm going to be doing a review, and it's going to be on Anakin's Jedi Interceptor from 2020, so last year's Yellow Interceptor. Next week's Figure Friday episode is, and I'm just checking this right now, it will be Ezra Bridger, the original Ezra Bridger from 2014. I know that might ruffle some people's feathers. I know some people aren't going to like that minifigure so much. Space Aladdin. I might just call it Space Aladdin in the title just to screw with people, I don't know. But yeah, so this has been this week's episode. Thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't already, check out my reviews. Just there on Tuesday, I reviewed Trouble on Tatooine. And the week before that, I reviewed the 2021 TIE Fighter. So I've got a couple of 2021 sets out there and review, which is cool. So anyway, I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the Anakin Giant set review. Peace.